Hi and welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you're ready for some motivation to get you going. Today we're going to be cleaning our 3 bedrooms. If you're new here, my name is Danielle. I am a stay-at-home mom to 4 little kids, ages 7, 5, 4, and 11 months old. We're going to start in the master bedroom. Now this one, when we moved in about a year and a bit ago, we painted it for my girls and we ended up switching bedrooms around. So now it's a purple room and I am eager to paint it, but I don't want to paint until I'm able to have the windows open, probably in the spring sometime. For now, we have a very purple bedroom. So I'm going to strip down the bed and put on new sheets. I leave the mattress cover on and I wash the mattress cover about once a month and then the sheets once a week. And then I'm going to start by decluttering this room, getting everything and putting it back where it belongs, wiping everything down and vacuuming. So it's a bit of a deep clean here, and then I'm going to move on to 2 other bedrooms during this video. I just went through our master closet here, and if you didn't see that video, I'll link it up at the top there. In that video, I explained how we've only ever lived in century homes before that have never had closet space. So we moved into this house and it has this ginormous closet, which is wonderful, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. So it's just been having a lot of things hanging out in there, and I went through a bunch of my clothes and I'm going to sell some of them and then hopefully donate when our donation centers are open. We're still technically in lockdown, so I will have to wait until Goodwill is open or Salvation Army to get rid of those clothes. So I'm just gonna have to move them into storage, I guess, for now. Anyways, I moved some of the stuff out and left it there, and now I'm finally putting it where it belongs, in different closets and the bathroom. And then I'm going to move this dresser, which is like a little side table that we used to have. I'm not really sure where to put it, so I'm just gonna put it in the closet there for now, out of the way. I have my clothes off to the side there, so it just sits right underneath there. And these are some of the clothes that I need to go through and either sell or give away. So I'm going to put those ones out in the living room so that I hopefully remind myself. So, you know, if you put things in your own way, then sometimes you're forced to deal with them. So I'm going to pack them up and put them in the living room, and hopefully, you know, I'll get a move on dealing with that at some point. Now we are moving on to room number 2. Now this one, like I said, we've kind of played musical bedrooms here because we moved in and our kids are really young, so we weren't really sure who was going to room share. There's another bedroom downstairs, but I'm not a fan of us being down there, and I'm also not a fan of any of them being down there. So right now we just have a bunch of us up in these 3 bedrooms here. So my son had a room to himself there, and then we had the girls in this room here with the bunk beds. And then one of our friends gave us another set of bunk beds, but it had a double, which will be the 3rd bedroom that you'll see in a little bit here, but it had a double mattress at the bottom. And so now all 3 of the older kids sleep in there. The girls sleep on the bottom and my son sleeps on the top. So this bedroom is actually not being used right now. We are hoping to move my son, who's almost 1, into a room by himself. So maybe we'll get him in here. I'm not really sure. Either way, they play on this bunk bed still, and the cat sleeps on there. So I'm just going to change over the sheets. I don't do this room as often anymore because nobody's sleeping in there, but it is still nice to do it every once in a while. And I figured I'd do all of the bedrooms and do a deep clean in this one. See, in a little bit here, I'll pull them out as well and all of the stuff that was under there. If you have never changed sheets on a bunk bed before, you have no idea what you're missing. They are impossible to get on without having to move. Like if you saw at the top one there, I had to lift up the entire mattress just to get it on because you can't slip your hand underneath there. So here, because it's underneath, my vacuum doesn't get under there. So I don't vacuum, I've kind of vacuum around. I'm gonna pull the bunk beds and everything out of there so that I can reach underneath there and kind of vacuum. And I'm also gonna wipe all the walls down and the doors too. Anytime that I look under stuff, I'm always kind of expecting to find like a bunch of money for some reason. You know, when you put your coat away and you find like $5 in like the next spring, I'm always expecting to find something cool like that. This was mostly just garbage and toys, which was not super exciting. I did buy at one point these little unicorn glow-in-the-dark things for my girls, and I thought it would be super fun for them to have them all over the room. They could stick them on the walls, and they just used them as toys, and then eventually they all got lost, and now they're all gonna get thrown out. I also find these hair elastics all over the place. I think by the end of the video, I had found at least 10 in the bedrooms there. So I did rescue those and put them back in the bathroom. And here I'm just gonna give it a good vacuum. And there was a bunch of dust under there. I'll show you the canister of the vacuum here. That was all just from underneath that bed. Isn't that disgusting? And like I said, like they just play in this room. It's not like it's super dirty or anything. And now I'm gonna wipe down all of the walls here, and they had some stickers from the dollar store that I thought would be really easy to peel off, but they ended up taking a really long time, and they peeled off some of the paint, which was not great. So I'll have to repaint this bedroom at some point. So now the bunk beds are back, the walls are all wiped down, the doors are all wiped down. I'm gonna vacuum, and I have a little buddy there, and you can see the register there has been broken. I went to step on it to open the window the one day and it just caved right in. So we're gonna have to replace that at some point. It's kind of annoying, especially if the kids are trying to play with it. Yeah, you can see my little helper there trying to get the vacuum. It's his like favorite toy in the entire world right now. He has all these cool baby toys, and his favorite is the Dyson vacuum cleaner. Go figure. This is where the girls have their clothes. Like I said, they're actually in a different room right now, but this is where all of their clothes are. So I'm gonna go through and organize them a little bit. They usually put their laundry away throughout the week. So every once in a while I'll have to go in and kind of reorganize things because they don't always put everything back where it belongs. Sometimes it's in a different room, sometimes it's in a different shelf. Today I'm just going to go through it myself and make sure that everything's neat and tidy and hang everything back up. And moving on to the third bedroom, like I said, there's a double at the bottom and a single at the top. So my son sleeps in the top one and my two girls sleep on the bottom one. They sleep like the wrong way on the bed too because they're so short, they can sleep that way. So they are all in that room now by their choice. That's where they want to sleep. For now, we're fine with it. So this was originally my son's room, so his clothes are in there. The girls don't have any clothes in there. So that's mostly his stuff there. And as always, there's a glass of water behind there because why wouldn't you leave one there? So I'm going to start off by doing the doors here, and then I'm going to go through, clean up all of the sheets. I'm going to move those bunk beds too, which took longer than I thought it was going to, and it was really dark back there. So I didn't get much of me doing anything there. But there was some toys that needed to be cleaned up, so I moved all of those over and vacuumed, moved it back over, and then I went through and finished up all of the cleaning. In our moving and getting this new bunk bed, we ended up with an extra single mattress. So I just flipped one of the mattress protectors underneath and put a sheet on top, and then it goes underneath there. They use that as like a trampoline of sorts. Again, we're in lockdown, so I mean, anything to keep them entertained right now. So that goes under there, and then sometimes they build forts. That's why all the toys were under there. They play underneath there sometimes. And then I'm going to vacuum underneath the bed and put it right back. And I also got smarter this time, so I moved it all the way to the back so their toys can't fall back there. But I did find probably about 10 hair elastics in this room alone. Here is quite the workout because you have to climb up. I can't reach this one from down on the floor. So I had to get on top of the bunk bed to try to do it. And then I had to scale the side of it to get the other part there. So yeah, these sheets don't get changed as often as I would like, just because I know that it's going to be a hard time. And my kids got a hold of Sharpie marker the other day, so they drew on the wall. I don't even know what they were doing with it in there. But anyways, I used the magic eraser to get it off, and it came off really nicely. It didn't take the paint off or anything, so I was kind of impressed with that. And this is my son's dresser. He does normally have it a little bit more tidy, but things have just been piling up lately. So I'm going to go through and put everything back where it belongs and take some of the books out. He's a hoarder of books for sure. So I'm going to go through all of those and take them out and put them into some of the bookcases. By the time that I was done in between kids and doing all kinds of other stuff throughout the day, it was really dark out. So this is the next morning here, and everything looks fantastic. All the books are organized and everything is put away. The carpets are all nice and clean. I know that I've deep cleaned everything, the walls, the baseboards, the dresser. So pretty much everything was deep cleaned. So for the next month I could just kind of do a tidy up, and then I'll try to do this again next month. We'll see how it goes. There's my laundry pile waiting from all of the cleaning that I did yesterday, so that's next on the list. I hope that you took away a lot of motivation from this video, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by.